Right, so rivalry. It's between the Kopinjaxi and the Confederation of the Mantis Planets, which is probably good for me that they're going after each other, so it's less likely they will go for me. Right, mass extinction events. Looks like we've had development here. And a natural shift in the atmosphere's chemical makeup resulted in the slow but irreversible onset of an ice age, when that began before the formation of a Condoratus League of Assembled Wakes, and is likely to persist long after our passing. Well, we'll see. The exact cause remains unknown, but probable explanations include failed terraforming attempts or even intraplanetary terrorism. Some of the more radical elements within the scientific community on Volt suggest that the dramatic climate shift may have been brought on by the unchecked emissions of gaseous industrial byproduct into the atmosphere. This view is confined to the scientific fringe, as it is unlikely that any race intelligent enough to achieve full industrialization would be stupid enough to accidentally wipe themselves out. Right, so that's one down. We got 4 left, so we don't have border access to that sadly anymore, and the others we do. Let's find out where these are then. Oops. Right, there's one there. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's the one we didn't have border access to. Where about that one? Yeah, let's go there next then. Okay. Money's coming up, good.
System survey complete.
Okay, that's done. Let's do that next. I have 4 ships. I probably want to have about 8 before I go attacking aliens, so that's going to be next on the list after that colony ship is done. There's actually a tropical world there, which means that they're going to want to colonize that soon. So that may be where I should go. There's a mining thing done somewhere, so where's that? The energy. Let's go and get this observation post up and running then, is it? So let's go build that there, it's pretty cheap as well. So how big are these worlds? I'm trying to figure out where I want to put my sectors long term. I probably want them far away from each other in like separate corners, if you see what I mean. So one down there, both those are outposts, aren't they? One in the center, one up there. So that pretty much covers all the territory I got at the moment, actually. The elections due-ish. Let's check this out. So the mandate was completed, but it looks like about 30-30. I don't mind which of those really gets in charge, I think, there. So we have done this mandate now, haven't we? Yeah. Okay. So that world, I think I'm okay with that. In there. Yeah, they're all good. Extra minerals, extra food. Not bad combo. Once I've got enough minerals, I wouldn't mind an extra constructor ship. We're getting to the point maybe it's a possibility. How much for a spaceport? 306.
Anomaly found.
Come back to that later. What's high percentage? This leader's got a really good thing here, because a lot of things seem to be cheaper with this. Stations are cheaper. Normally 350. The spaceports are
Situation
cheaper.
log updated.
Right, new ruler. Closer, that's the same guy, isn't it? Closer bronze. Re-elected. Yeah, which I'm happy with actually. So we found an anomaly there, supposedly.
System survey complete. Special project complete.
Okay, mass extinction asteroid. The asteroid is actually a chunk of what was once a habitable and probably inhabited planet. Regular but overlapping fracture patterns indicate that the planetary demolition was intentional and controlled, if somewhat rushed. All signs point to this planet being the homeworld or whatever species destroyed it. We may never know what drove them to consider planetary annihilation to be the lesser evil, and perhaps we should be grateful for that. Okay, so extra level system surveyed. Right, so let's find out another one to do here. So track on map, there's one there. Oops. Okay, there's one down here, is there? Right, let's research that. This science ship, I should probably start to work on some anomalies if possible. Are they showing up properly? Not sure they are, frankly. That science ship. Well, maybe I'll figure out anomalies later. Let's go and survey that system. I might end up in our territory eventually. Okay, Marinkarian floral fascination. Several planets native to Trobi, where we recently established a colony, exude copious amounts of a pollen with an astounding chemical complexity. A special research project has been prepared for the further study of this flora.
Situation log updated.
Okay. Right, looks like I got a job to do here then. So that one. Let's go to here then after all. Okay. Right, a colony ship's about to get done. Okay.
Construction complete.
Vault completed. Right, for the next colony then, I think I'm going to colonize there. It denies them a tropical world, it gets me an arid world. Oh, it's shit though, isn't it? Look, size 8. Maybe it's not such an amazing idea after all. If I'm going to get a ton of border friction for grabbing it. But yeah, it does deny them a tropical world. You know what? This planet is so bad, I don't think I will colonize it. It's going to add an extra 10% science cost. And for a size 8 planet, yeah, it might not be such a good idea. So what I might actually do is stick an outpost there, so it prevents anyone else from colonizing it, and also that tropical world which they would want to colonize. Get me some extra resources, maybe not as many as I could get elsewhere, since, yeah, I'm not sure I could grab those off that empire, but, yeah, I'm going to colonize that system then. I think that's probably the next one in danger of losing out onto these guys. Yeah, so let's do that. So colonize, turn that off. Right click there, colonize planet. That's a much better planet. Extra energy credits and physics here. I think the tile I'm going to colonize is on that engineering resource tile. Really don't want to lose engineering, especially with my race who are so good at getting bonuses from it, but I would lose the energy if I was to colonize there. And there isn't many options, is there? There's a lot of tile blockers here actually. So yeah, I'll colonize here. Could be a problem with food early on with that one as well actually. Right, so that's colonized. I think once that constructor ship is done, I may make an outpost here then. prevent them from grabbing that. We get extra influence there soon as well, which is good. Haven't rivaled anyone yet, which I could be getting extra influence from. Don't see. There isn't a great option yet though.
Research complete.
Okay, so extra research speed. So what options have we got? Basic computer roles or gravitic sensors. I think I'll get a cheap tank. Get sensors. See what comes in a bit. It's a real pain that I can't get that one. So that blocks me off from getting these, which, yeah, maybe I should have beelined that instead of the Gaia will.
Special project complete.
Okay, there's really no way I can get over there. So there's a lot of reasons to go after those guys actually. These guys are up to 3 planets. The Marin Karin Pistol Pondrin. On closer examination, the planets native to Trobi turn out to be rather dull. Some excrete pollen that have a mild stimulating effect, and they are likely to have a propensity for rapid genetic change, hardly impressive enough to warrant adopting as a strategic or luxury resource. Extra 66 society. I think that completed the mission that I got that science ship to do. Yeah, it just turned out not to be interesting. So the next science ship can... there's something here, wasn't it? Let's go back down and grab that then, is it? Right, how many planets have I got? 4, 5 on a go. I need to clear a tile here. What's food like? 2. Guess I clear that. Okay. Spaceports. Should I get another one? I need some more corvettes. Let's go and get some of those out, and I'll get a colony ship out after that, I think. So I'm gonna have 8 of those. There should be some aliens I can kill with that. There's 2 systems of aliens in. I can kill there. And then get my constructor and science ships over to there. You know what, maybe I didn't need that tile actually, since I'm about to get food here, but let's make hydroponic farm. I actually forgot all about this. I need to get this on one of those tiles. I'd have 80% happiness, and that would give a 10% boost to everything basically. So yeah, once that farm's done, I'll try to remember to get that done. Right, so observation completed in row seek. These guys are on the verge of space age. I thought they were. So active. Looks like we don't have that policy, which surprises me. Being xenophobic, I thought it was normal. So I just took a second out then to check the Stellaris wiki. I don't believe that changing this to unrestricted will affect our population. It may affect our relations with certain races. I think it might with pacifist races maybe, which the one of the empires near us is. There's only one way to find out for definite though, so let's unrestrict this. It's going to be 10 years I have this policy. So we are now able to interfere with aliens. This, yeah, hasn't changed anything. Let's check out relations. So, will it have changed things here yet? Well, if it has, yeah, I can't see it. So, that's done. Now let's check out this in more detail again. So we've got more options here all of a sudden. I can covert infiltrate these guys, or I could get more science from them. Since these guys are quite near to the final stage of well, becoming an empire. I am very tempted to do that, but I am a bit low on money. I think for the time being I'm going to stick it on aggressive observation. I don't think they might be one off from the final stage though, so maybe I can wait until, yeah, it's early space stage. I could maybe try and use this option when they're in the final age. I think that might be a good idea. So what it does, agents are genetically modified to appear as members of the native population and sent to infiltrate their society. They will gradually replace world leaders and prepare the planet for annexation by us. This complex operation is only worthwhile on industrial civilizations, which they're beyond the industrial stage, so it might be worthwhile on them even now, but yeah, I can't quite afford it probably. The constructor ship is done now with that anyway. We get a lot more society research because of that. 6 instead of 3. So I think I'm going to build an outpost here. Let's right click there. Star's not been surveyed. Looks like I forgot about that then, is it? So where is that to? That's down there. You know what? Forget that with that one then. Let's go back up there. Survey that. Okay. At 5 population, I can actually upgrade the reassembled ship shelter. So that's really important. Probably do that before making it a sector. They grew then, so they've actually got 3 planets on the go. Still within our territory though. So they're getting stronger, which isn't good, but relations good. Yeah, border friction's getting higher, but not to the point where I'm worried. So the tech level's higher and they have a better fleet. In fact, most of these probably got a better fleet, but because relations are good, I don't have to worry so much. Right. Growing goods.
Construction complete.
Right, so Vault spaceport is done. Up to 8. Right, let's start to find out or kill some aliens then. So, first of all, let's bring those up to there. I could hire a leader, but I think I'll still want one for free if I can get one for free, which I might be able to if I get into combat a bit. Should I get another colony ship out as well? Where would I colonize if I get another colony ship out now? There's aliens there. There's one over there. What's that size? 11. Oh, great. 19. So, yeah, let's. You know what? I'll get a couple more corvettes out. Then, well, I've got a colony ship already being colonized in there, so I'll wait for that actually before getting another colony ship out. Okay, Marine Karin, olfactory arousal. A long-term exposure to the pollen naturally occurring in Troby's atmosphere acts on the colonist's pheromone receptors with a mild aphrodisiac effect, accompanied by a rare perceptible high. The plant that produces the most potent strain is a flower common to all areas of the planet, squirreled away into some obscure taxonomic nook by scientists on Troby, but unknown in the local Condoratus dialect as Marine Karin. So, there's 2 options here. We do not have the resources to exterminate the plants. or just remarkable. First stage modifier, they seem the same. I'll just take the top one.
Construction complete.
Still need to do that. What is this? Surface Q. That's about to grow in a minute.
Research complete.
Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. I need to get the purity thing up here. So, all of these mineral tiles don't actually have any bonuses, so I'm going to use one of those. I think I use this one here. I'll replace it with the monument to purity. Now, what I'd really like actually is a good governor. So let's see who we can get. There's a clear blocker one, there's a scientist one, there's a food one. The one I wanted was one that decreases the building costs, but he's not there, so yeah, I'm just going to build this now. Let's replace, go there. Right, science is done, extra influence, planetary capital can be upgraded to that eventually, and there's an edict which requires a lot of influence, so I'll be getting that anytime soon. So what options do we have? Naval capacity or a volcano removal by a lab, which I don't really want. So let's see if we have any volcanoes. There's one there. There's one there. There isn't many, is there? So it's not exactly the most pressing of tile blockers to clear. Is there any volcanoes there? One. So you know what? I think I might just go for the naval capacity because it's cheap. I can then hopefully get a better tech that I require a bit more. Okay.